All right, it's spring turkey season here in Minnesota, and we're getting ready. Out shooting some targets, different things, different yardages. You know, the other day we were shooting broadside, we were shooting the frontal shots, we were shooting the back shots. But today, let's talk about shooting big old decapitator heads, whether it's the from Elite or a lot of different ones, the Gobbler Guillotine out there and things like that. Anytime you use these big heads, there's some things you want to remember. One, you need a full size shaft for clearance on your bow, because a lot of times it won't clear your bow sight, as well as you don't want that broadhead coming back to your fingers as well. The other thing, when you're dealing with a big head like that, you need stabilization on the back. So this feather setup is actually for my recurve. You can use that, but on a compound, it's just too messy. So the best setup we have is actually the 4-fletch Silent Knight. And if that is a super stable configuration on that. So fletch up some full-length arrows with the Silent Knight vanes on it when you're using big broadheads. Again, you want to check when you're setting up your bow. You want to check for clearance when you bring it back. You don't want to draw it back on your own. Just come back with it. And if your broadhead is hitting your bow sight, you might need to turn your nock a quarter turn for clearance. Also, you want to practice those close yard shots. So when you're hunting turkeys with a headshot, it's really difficult to get those 30-yard shots because they're moving like this all the time. So you want to set your decoys in tight, 3 to 5 yards. Your longest shot really should be about 10 yards of shooting a turkey in the head. And how I practice that is, if you're shooting foam targets, you'll trash your heads, you'll break your arrows. So I like to use just a piece of wood in the ground with a styrofoam insulator tube on that on top, and I can use it to shoot off the head. Some people will put pillows or blankets or backstop in the background to do that, but if you got a nice soft dirt background like I do here, it's perfect just to go ahead and shoot that. So I'm going to go back, take some shots at this, and you can see in slow motion what this does. It's a lot of fun, but really challenging because you really have a real skinny kill zone to do. And if you miss, you miss. If you hit it, game over. So have fun. Oh, look at there. I took it down already. So have fun. Get out in the woods this spring. Silent Knight Vanes, the Bowhunter's Vane by Flex Fletch.
First time I've ever cut the head clean off a turkey with a bow.